Well, this vlog, the view you got is, well, you'll see that white, whatever it is, I don't know. The, it's reflecting off of the glass, the cars going by, yeah. So sometimes it's cars going forward or reverse, forward or the other side there. That should see some lights. Should see lights. Okay, so a vlog. My current situation, yeah. You couldn't make it up if you tried, right? And here it is. Let's truck going by. Yeah. So here, my current situation at the moment, right? Yeah. So this is like universal credit. It could be any. It's just my current situation. Right? Today, well, this week since getting paid on Friday, right? Yeah. What I got paid. That's fair dues. I got paid that. That's my own situation, right? Yeah. Agency work is what it is, and to earn what I earned this week in the first week of January was okay. But because I had to pay, because last year I had a situation during the middle of the year where I missed a payment on my insurance. So what they did, they kindly actually put the payment on the end of the policy, which was great for them to do so. But I've done it now twice, 2 years on the trot. They won't do it again. It's now got to pay all in front. So I had to pay. I had no choice but to pay. It fell within the holiday week, which is difficult time anyway, because I don't get much work if anything at all during that holiday week. So I had to pay my direct debit of nearly 100 quid. I live in in my car, wherever I park up. So I had 105 quid on during the holiday period, but then I couldn't pay the second payment that they put on the end when it was due. So then I got a letter saying you need to pay it. A bit sharpish, words to that effect. So then I had to pay that this week, just gone, which is pretty much half of what I earned. So that puts you in a situation where if I'd have actually been in a rented accommodation now, I'd have been left with a fiver this week, yeah, after paying me car insurance and me rent, yeah. But as I live in the car, I didn't have to pay rent, but it still takes fuel to keep yourself warm and whatever, and get places and get to work. Yeah? I managed to get to work today, which is a sheer miracle. So but it's put me in a situation now where I've got not a lot of fuel, if anything. I can't get to work tomorrow or Wednesday. So I was at work today for about 5 hours, approximately. 5 1/4, whatever it is. So, for van driving money. So I finished at work around about the time when I was doing my day trading on the stock market, yeah, on the New York Stock Exchange, yeah. So on my practice account of 46 grand balance, so I lost about 5 grand last week. I made a few quid and lost a few quid, and it come down to about 46 from 51. So today, from 2:30 to 8 o'clock to 7:30, sorry, 2:30 to 7:30, I made on 3 trades about 1,800 quid. That's the, yeah. But tomorrow I'm gonna have to go to the food bank tomorrow. That's the city. It's like up and down. My situation's up and down like a stock graph. Yeah. And then so like today, I've had to list 3 of my domain names on a 7-day auction. Excuse me. A 7-day auction on GoDaddy. GoDaddy auctions. This is now auction month. and we'll see where we are. I keep hearing so much rubbish from domain name investors that .com. I've given up with domain name brokers. I've been trying to find a domain name broker for 6 years now. No joy. All I've heard is like, yeah, but you need to have a domain name of any value. Yeah, well, so now we're about 2 weeks away from the NamesCon auction in what do you call it, in Austin in the States, which is a GoDaddy auction. But and I would list my domains there for auction in the global audience. But it's so much technicality and legal jargon and all that. Yeah, it's like basically, yeah, we'll sell your domain, but you carry all the risk and all the costs. No, thank you very much. So I'll just do it. So I just list it straight, and it takes and to do that you've got to give your GoDaddy your what do you call it, your domain name account number and all sorts, right? Yeah, just to list it in this auction. No, that's not the way. So then you just list it. Basically, so I've done it alternatively. Just list it straight into a GoDaddy auction. Took about 2 minutes to list. Right? Easy as pie. And someone's trying to trademark that phrase anyway. I think at the moment, or bought the website address. Easy as pie. But it's been the easiest pie for donkey's years, isn't it? Well, decades, isn't it? As long as I've known it. So yeah, so I don't think I've got any bids, but so I've now got a GoFundMe for a trading balance, so I can trade myself out of debt, which is getting nowhere. So I don't know how to do GoFundMe much. I've got my 3 domain names in auction. I may put a few more in, only on a 7-day auction, and but that still doesn't solve my current situation. My current situation is I can't work now for the rest of the week, so I've worked five hours, yeah, at van driver money, which is it wouldn't even pay it wouldn't pay a day's, it wouldn't pay a week's rent, right? So I can't put fuel in the vehicle to get to work. So I've got to go to the food bank, and I've made 1,800 quid on a day trading balance, albeit pretend balance. So had I actually had the money as a balance, actual money, I'd have made 1,800 quid today. Yeah. That's where I am. The car just about starts, which then affects your heating. Yeah. So if I was to phone Universal Credit up tomorrow morning, so basically this is my situation. Yeah, I can't get to work for the next 3 days, right? And they would say something like words to the effect of, "Well, we can't help you." Well, the idea of Universal Credit is that they're meant to be able to help you. And it's this week that well, I live in a car, but I'm effectively homeless. I live in a car park because I can't afford rent. And the idea is, if they're going to pay a landlord rent, why can't they pay me the rent? So I've got vehicle costs. So, but I can't do that because that's too clever. That is. So then I've got so now I've got 3 days that I can't work this week now. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. I can work Friday, but I can't work Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So really, and this is what people, and I've said it to get. I don't know what happens. This is that's what that is. That's truck lights. That's truck lights when you get the that white reflection you got there. That's truck lights when you get the lights on the top of a truck. You know, there's the big fancy lights, the flashing lights at the top of a truck. That's them off the glass. Where that is the glass windscreen, the rear window, where the lights are coming off that. If you I can't really stop that. So which is why you see that. So that's the situation, and Universal Credit cannot solve that situation. Nobody at the moment can solve my current situation. E.g., how do I get from Monday evening to Friday morning on 0 pence? Nobody can solve it. So I've now had to turn down the work I had for Wednesday because I can't get there, which I need. Yeah. I can't take any work that I've got tomorrow because I can't get there. I can't take any work for Thursday because I can't get there. I'll be able to get to somewhere Friday, where if work comes in on Friday, I don't know if it will or not. And that is agency driving. When you get to a situation where if you're a single person as an agency driver, you will get yourself in this situation around about this time of year, January, February time of year. And that's, but the Universal Credit have no clue how to solve the agency situation or 0 hours contracts or whatever yet in January and February when there isn't much work. They haven't got a clue, which is why people say about 0 hours contract. People need more than 10, 15 hours in a week in January and February after an expensive holiday period in December. And no one has the answer. The answer is basically to almost like for the Universal Credit to be like a loan facility, not loan against your Universal Credits, just borrow against just to get yourself through for 2 months and then to have it deducted by attachment to earnings from the rest of the year so that they get you through. Otherwise, like now, I wouldn't be surprised now if my Universal Credit claim that runs for short weeks, when I have short weeks, which is like now, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they've actually closed that now. So I would have to reopen another one because they would have closed it. Because I've been earning money for the last, I don't know, however many weeks or months it is. So they've not paid me anything on the second claim apart from my advance that I had off it, which got me back into work. Despite being a day trader, day trading for fun, in a practice account, needing, I can probably get by until about Thursday, but food banks only open twice a week. Even like now, the councils, yeah, or Universal Credit, it's okay, but as long as you don't need the Universal Credit between about 8 o'clock at night on a Friday until Monday, as long as you haven't got as long as you haven't got needs between those hours, yeah, Universal Credit might help you if it can, if it within its restrictions. And that's why people live van life, because it's just that all they've got to do is find food and fuel. And if they don't move that much, or they've got an area where they can park the vehicle, where it's not costing them anything, or someone's letting them use their drive or whatever it is, and they've got solar on the roof, all they need is food, which is 20, 30, 50 quid a week. And they can live well on that. But when you get like bills month, and me at the moment, January is bills month, I've got bills coming everywhere. Without the work and not being able to take the work, it's a right pickle. It really is. And there's nobody that you can. There's no. I used to have a sub facility from work, but that's no longer available. And I fair dues because I used to use it, and they used to lend me some money, and then they used to take it back off the same week's wages, yeah. Which then puts you in difficulty for the week after, so you have to borrow again, and it was getting me nowhere and getting them nowhere, and they weren't best pleased neither, and it wasn't really solving anything. But it was, although it was for me, because whatever I borrowed was deducted straight away and taken back, which is great. But that facility isn't available at the moment. Even like the banks don't recognise my domain names, And this is the best of it. If you go now, if you're watching my videos, whatever, yeah, you'll know I buy domain names or have done it. But just because it's almost like me saving, it's like saving in a digital bank, effectively, that no one recognises. So the the situation is the current GoDaddy auction that's happening in Austin in the States on the 30th of January 2020. That auction, you can look at it if you go onto if you click on the GoDaddy auctions, and you'll see the NamesCon auction at the top. Scroll down there and it will go down until you can't. There's about 7 pages, 8 pages, whatever it is, until you can't go any further to another page. That's all the listings of the auction. Yeah. Have a look at those premium. Add.com, ADD.com is now selling for, this morning, it had about 73 bids, and its current bid was £156,000. Right, yeah? There's me, I own a few domain names, and I'm looking at them. Gadgets.com, yeah? This morning was about, its current bid was about £10,000 roughly. Offices.com, laptop.com is about 36,000 quid at the moment, right? This is website addresses for you. But nobody, I can't go down the high street, even though I don't go down the high street, to pawnbrokers and say, I've got these website addresses, can I just borrow £1,000? What? They say, no, we don't take website addresses, we only take gold. And that's it, yeah. Oh dear, you couldn't really make it up, you really couldn't. I would even day trade, I would day trade for the homeless, you know. I'm thinking about doing that, but obviously I don't have the budget, but I would trade somebody else's budget and go 50-50 on the profit, with 50% going to the homeless. I would do something like that if someone was interested in putting the initial budget up. Anyway, that's my situation. So it's fun and games. My bug zapper is just about working. I've got mosquitoes everywhere. In January, couldn't make it up, could you? Tomorrow, work will probably phone me saying, I've got this for you. And I'll say, yeah, but I can't get there. Okay then, don't worry. We'll see if we get anything else for you that I can't get to. And there you go, that's the life of a wannabe YouTuber, day trading, being stalked constantly. All fun and games. But if you learn anything from these vlogs, yeah, about agency driving, make sure you put some money aside for January and February so you don't get yourself in this sort of pickle if you're a single person. And you need to have 2 months money put aside really before you start January, so you can cover January's bills. Oh, excuse me. Or as the current trendy phrase is, pay it forward. Yeah, pay your bills so you don't have any bills in January. So all you got is just food. You got a fridge freezer full of food for about a month, and all your bills are paid for. That way you make sure your car insurance or your car tax or your MOT doesn't come due in January or February. And if you can learn anything from a day trading, all well and good. And if you want to help support my channel, there's a link in the top. Yeah, I'm not asking for anything. I try to help people with my day trading skills if it helps you. I try to help people with my domain names so that people understand the current domain name, the new ones that no one understands really much. I know quite a bit about it. If me trying to guess where the internet's going and the domain names and how they affect organic SEO and stuff like that, yeah. If that helps you, all well and good. I'm happy. I do my YouTube channel for me, and if it helps you, fine. So I'm not really asking for money, but it's not me. But But if you feel that you want to actually support me, feel free to do so. There's a link in the top, my PayPal thing. But I'm not. It's just I work. I go to work. I earn money. I just somewhat short at the moment, but that's how it is. Um, Take care. Have a good evening. Bye now.